You know how it is, right? It feels like the newest iPhone just dropped, but in the tech world, everybody's already talking about what's next. And not just next year, but the year after that. So let's jump ahead of the curve and dig into the very first rumors and leaks comparing the iPhone 17 Pro Max with what could be the iPhone 18 Pro Max.
Okay, so here they are, side by side. At first glance, you can totally see they're from the same family, right? The resemblance is, well, it's strong. But the real story here, the juicy stuff, isn't what's on the surface. It's the huge changes that are supposedly happening under the hood. So let's use this as our starting point to really dive in.
And that really gets us to the big question, doesn't it? Are we looking at just another small yearly update, a little tweak here and there? Or is the iPhone 18 Pro Max shaping up to be a genuine, game-changing leap forward? Let's get into the rumored specs and see what they tell us.
All right, so here's the plan. We're going to start with what's staying the same just to get our bearings. Then we'll talk about the disappearing dynamic island, get into the new, smarter chip, and then pull it all together for the final verdict. Sound good? Let's do it. Okay, let's kick things off with what's staying the same. Because honestly, to really get what's changing, you got to first understand the powerful foundation that Apple is building on.
And wow, look at this. It's actually pretty striking how much of the top-of-the-line tech is rumored to be sticking around. We're talking about that huge 6.9-inch display, a solid 12 gigs of RAM, and that incredible all-48-megapixel camera system on the back. It really seems like Apple is saying, hey, this stuff is already amazing, so let's build on it instead of reinventing the wheel.
So if all that amazing tech is the foundation, where are the big changes happening? Well, all the rumors are pointing to one of the first things you notice about the phone, the display. And more specifically, what's happening to the dynamic island.
This really tells the story right here. On the left, you've got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Face ID is right there inside the dynamic island, just like we're used to. But on the right, with the 18 Pro Max, the rumor is that all that tech is moving under the display. And what's left? A much, much smaller little cutout.
So what in the world is under display Face ID? Honestly, it's kind of been the holy grail for phone screens for a while now. It means all those super complex sensors for Face ID get hidden behind the screen's pixels. They still work perfectly, but you just can't see them. It's a massive deal from an engineering standpoint.
And what does that mean for you? Well, that's the best part. It just means more screen, a completely seamless, uninterrupted, and way more immersive display. Think about it. Watching movies, gaming, even just scrolling through your feed. You're going to see more of your stuff and less of the phone.
Okay, enough about the outside. Let's pop the hood and see what's going on inside. Because while the screen is getting a cleaner look, the engine, the core of this thing, is supposedly getting a massive upgrade in both power and how it connects to the world.
I mean, we all know Apple's A-series chips are already beasts, right? They're basically the benchmark for smartphone speed. But this jump from the A19 Pro to the A20 Pro could be one of the biggest we've seen in a long time. And the secret sauce? Shrinking the manufacturing process from 3 nanometers down to a mind-boggling 2 nanometers.
Now, I know 2 nanometers sounds super technical and boring, but here's a simple way to think about it. Imagine a city. By making the streets narrower, you can fit way more buildings and roads into the same space. That's what Apple's doing here. They can pack billions more transistors onto the chip, and that means more raw power. And the best part? It's also more efficient, so it sips power instead of guzzling it. That's fantastic news for your battery. But wait, the upgrades under the hood aren't just about the processor. This is where it gets really interesting. The real revolution could be in connectivity. First, we're expecting Apple to use its very own C2 modem, giving them total control. But look at this. The satellite feature might be going from just an emergency SOS thing to actual full-on 5G satellite internet. That is a game changer.
Yeah, this isn't just a small upgrade. It's a totally different way of thinking. What started as a lifeline for emergencies could become your ticket to being online literally anywhere on the planet. I mean, think about the possibilities. This is a huge, huge leap. And of course, to run all this new tech, you need the juice. The leaks are pointing to a slightly bigger battery, which is always nice to see. Now, going from 5088 to 5200 milliamp hours might not sound like a world of difference, but, and this is a big but, when you pair that with the super efficient 2 nanometer chip we just talked about, the two together could mean some seriously noticeable improvements in how long your phone lasts.
All right, so we've looked at the display, the chip, the connectivity. Let's take a step back and put all these pieces together to see the big picture.
So to recap the biggest rumored changes, you're getting a cleaner, more immersive display with that underscreen Face ID. You're getting a major boost in power and efficiency with that next-gen A20 Pro chip. You're getting a potentially revolutionary leap in connectivity with 5G satellite internet. And you're getting a bigger battery to power and all.
And when you see the whole spec sheet laid out like this, it all clicks into place, doesn't it? You can see Apple's strategy clear as day. They've got a solid foundation with the cameras and the RAM, and then they're just laser-focused on evolving three key things: perfecting the display, cranking up the core power, and completely changing the game when it comes to connectivity.
Which brings us right back to where we started. Is this just a small step, or is it a giant leap? Based on these early rumors, that jump to real satellite internet could be a giant leap all by itself. But what do you think? Is a cleaner screen and a faster chip enough to get you excited for an upgrade? In the end, it really comes down to what matters most to you in a phone.